welcome all, Heartstopper. This is episode 2 of season 2. Very excited to carry on and see what's going to be happening next. I really liked the first episode of the season. I think it set the stage really nicely to, see these characters again, establish some dynamics, maybe hint at some things to come, plot and character-wise this season. And now we can really jump into the thick of it and see where the storyline will continue to go. So yeah, I'm very excited to get into the next one. So let's just dive right in.
But in the past few months, his grades have been slipping across most of his subjects.
Oh. Distracted by Nick.
Distracted, haven't you?
Struggling?
Oh. There's something fishy going on.
For long, but he's on track for solid grades in his GCSEs.
That's good, isn't it?
Oh, I love Olivia Colman.
I'd like to see him participate more. And he's such a pleasure to have in class. Set the top grades in his GCSEs.
He's failed to handle him
Ugh, why is he doing well?
Well, I think you and Nick need to spend some time apart. That's not fair.
We are not banning you from seeing each other.
Oh boy.
No, it needs to be a complete ban. Until
What?
this coursework essay is handed in.
Okay, that's
But if
bullshit.
you're not allowed around
That's
his house,
bullshit.
then you are
Come
not
on.
allowed around his.
I'm glad the dad's like, what the fuck are you talking about? Nelly? Yes.
Oh, make me one.
Not for yours like that, David.
Next brother.
Could have saved Dad next time, eh?
We're all very happy you're back from uni, darling.
Please don't talk about Charlie.
I won't, darling, don't worry.
No. Good. Oh no. Oh no. Oh god. Oh, Imogen. And fucking Ben.
Year 11 prom is happening. Oh my god! Prom! I'm so excited!
Oh. That sounds like a finale to me.
Hey, are you guys talking about the prom?
Yeah.
Oh, so Miss Greenwood's put me in charge of organising it, and I'm kind of looking for some help. But Miss already said we're going to have a project.
What is that?
Oh. I mean, do you need to put that pressure on them by having a big ass sign telling you how long it is till the exam?
Same social hour, boys.
Could be.
Text me later. I see he's as desperate as ever.
Ugh, fuck off.
Talk about him. You hate me so much.
You give me reason
You
to.
liked me before you. I hate you because you literally assaulted him.
Some powerful eyebrows from that
I
man.
told you my rules.
You hurt him, and who knows if you do the same with Imogen. Do you even like her? Sorry, am I not allowed to like girls as well as boys? Charlie thinks you're this perfect boyfriend, but you are just the same as me.
I mean, no. He's likable.
Charlie, who's Charlie?
Give it back!
Girlfriend.
Give me that back!
Oh dear.
Seriously, give it back.
David!
David!
God. Fine.
They've perfectly cast this guy.
If you do have a girlfriend, I want to know about it. She needs my approval.
Yeah, they can't even do that now. They don't have a... Yeah, they need a neutral safe space. It's just so wholesome.
Want me to help you revise? We can go through your notes together.
That's not what revision looks like. But I'm not mad about it. Look away, Nelly. Are you walking in the middle of the road, though? Aww.
I haven't finished mine yet. Oh, same. I haven't even started. Okay, same.
I bet they throw really good parties here.
I was scared she wasn't going to, like, settle in. But she's already making friends.
I'm speaking it into the universe. She's manifesting. Everyone knowing you as the trans girl. Here I could just be Naomi.
It probably would help, wouldn't it, to like not have any baggage going somewhere.
Oh, is that Elle? Oh, she's so pretty.
She's at this art school open day thing.
She's at college.
Yeah, sixth form.
So she might be moving away.
Why are you dating Ben?
What do you mean?
Yeah.
He's Dick. He's done some really bad stuff.
What did he do?
I can't tell you.
No, you can't out him. But he's a dickhead, but it wouldn't be fair.
I don't actually have that many friends.
Oh.
But Ben is one of the few people who actually likes me.
Imogen.
Good luck in the exam.
Oh dear. That could have gone better. Oh god. It's like I'm back there. GCSEs, man. Oh god. Oh shit.
You snuck out again.
I think it's too short. Mum? No, it's not. You wanted my opinion, so there it is.
I'm glad we're meeting more people's
She
families.
loves it.
Like really like delving into it.
Yeah. Tao, honestly, I'm kind of busy recently. With GCSEs and finishing my application piece for Lambert. And
Oh boy.
Yeah.
No one's getting any time to spend together. And I think she's still trying to put that distance there.
Are you tired? This movie's just really boring. I didn't want you more fun of Marvel movies.
What one are you watching? I want to know if I should judge you or not.
Make us some dinner.
I can't ask when I get home. I never cooked either.
You're such an old man.
Mm. Uh-oh.
Hi,
Charlie, and you're...
Charlie.
Oh boy.
I'm David, sorry. I just wanted to meet the guy that turned my little brother gay.
Ugh. Such...
What? I'm bi. Actually. And so what?
I'm bi, actually. So, look, if you're going to be gay, at least admit you're gay.
See, this is exactly why I didn't want to tell you.
Too late now. He can't even admit he's gay. I mean, I bet you haven't told Dad yet, have you? Oh my gosh, imagine what Dad's going to say.
He's such a dick.
I'm just being...
He is such a dick.
Enough, they're in the kitchen now.
God. Oh god. Ah! At least for season 1 it took a while for there to be proper angst, but my god. It's like I'm being punched in the face. I want to punch David in the face.
Charlie?
Oh dear. The hits keep on coming.
You're grounded for the rest of this term. And don't even think about sneaking out or you won't be going on the Paris trip.
You want some dinner? No. I ate it, thanks.
But you didn't, Charlie. Yeah, but you knew how he was going to react, so... Oh, now Charlie's blaming himself again.
It was never going to go perfectly with everyone. Coming out to my mum was amazing. But there are still awful people in the world, like my brother.
That's true. This song is making me sad. Jeez. Oh, it's nice that Elle's making new friends as well. But... Oh.
you remind me of me and Dad.
Oh, Mom, that's so weird.
Mm.
It's like perfect harmony. And whatever happened, we both be okay.
Aww.
So when we lost him, I felt so unbalanced. It was like, oh, good.
Oh.
So I understand if you're afraid of losing her.
Same old town.
Same old Tao isn't so bad. But if you're afraid of losing her, we have to fight to stay by her side.
Yes. I love her. She's great. I'm glad we're seeing more of her this season.
I like Elle, okay? I bet you've all been laughing behind my back because I've been so oblivious. Elle can do better. And
Aw.
she probably doesn't even like me back. I'm going to tell her.
Oh shit.
Help me.
Oh man. Okay, another really, really strong episode. I'm really enjoying the maturity the season has, and how, you know, as the story is evolving and the characters are kind of maturing and getting older, just how they're presenting the story is too, while also, you know, fundamentally keeping, you know, I think what made Series 1 so special, you know, that they're carrying that into the season as well. So they still do have the kind of like, you know, arty graphics popping up every now and again. The soundtrack is still very similar vibes and everything, so I like that it's staying true to its roots, but, you know, kind of growing as well and changing in that way. And yeah, there's just a lot of heavy moments in this episode, I felt. But a few more things I think definitely setting up in the future. You know, the introduction of Sahar, who I believe is a character from the comic. I feel like I remember that name. You know, she's been introduced, and now she's working with Tara and Darcy, etc., to plan the prom, which I'm assuming prom screams like final episode of the season kind of vibes to me. A lot of shows, particularly ones set at school and stuff, will have like the prom at like the end of the season. So I imagine that's where it's going. But I could also see it's probably going to be close to the end of the season, even if it's not like the very end. So that is just another kind of thing that adding, you know, they've talked about the Paris trip already, you know, that's going to be coming up. And this feels like something else to kind of build towards. So maybe this season is covering like the rest of like the end of this school year, maybe. Because already we're talking about, you know, Elle going off to this art school, you know, potentially going there for sixth form. You know, Nick's doing his GCSEs and stuff. So a lot to unpack, and a lot going down, but I really enjoyed all the kind of big character stuff we were getting in this one in particular. So lots of difficulties with Nick and Charlie and being unable to see each other and stuff. I get, you know, with Charlie's results and stuff maybe going slightly downhill at school. I understand his parents' concerns with that, and you know, you can't just say it's not the fact that him and Nick are together affecting that. It definitely is. But I think a permanent ban is way too harsh. Because that's not going to stimulate Charlie at all to kind of, you know, learn and do anything productive. So, you know, some tough love there. I would say a bit too tough. But I did like Charlie's dad's reaction when his mum was like, no, it has to be a permanent ban. He was like, what the fuck are you talking about? So that was good. And, you know, I think he's still trying to, you know, display, I guess, some understanding that Charlie's like, what, 15 years old? So, you know, let's pipe down a bit. And first boyfriend kind of hype and stuff. You know, I think the dad's probably a bit more level-headed in regards to that. I would assume maybe Charlie's mum had quite a strict upbringing, if that's, you know, how she's passing that on to Charlie. And maybe it would work, maybe it wouldn't. But I do think there needs to be some middle ground there and a bit of an understanding, not just like, no contact at all, you can't see him at all, because that's just going to encourage Shay to sneak out like he has been doing. So yeah, that was interesting, and I'm hoping that might lead to maybe a heart-to-heart with Charlie and his dad, because we did get a bit of one. We did see his dad in season 1. He did come to him in the car, I seem to remember, when things were kind of getting a bit intense. So yeah, I don't think it's maybe a surprise that we've seen maybe more of Charlie's dad in his life than his mum at this point, just because, you know, of their different parenting methods. And I'm not trying to like villainize Charlie's mum or anything, because, you know, that strategy can sometimes work, but I don't think that would work for Charlie. So hopefully she'll come to kind of see things a bit more from his point of view, and maybe make some amendments there in regards to, you know, work-life balance. Because, you know, it's definitely, you know, it can't be something that carries on the way it is, I guess. But you also, I don't think you should ban him from having contact completely, and grounding him for the rest of the term, you know. So we'll see where that all goes. Who can really say at this point? And then Nick's got plenty of obstacles as well. And, you know, a few kind of relationships being strange. You know, Imogen at the start of the episode. I did like that he tried to warn her away from Ben, but of course you can't really explain it properly without outing him, and that just wouldn't be fair. You know, as horrible as Ben is, you know, it would be a horrible way to kind of, you know, do that to him. But I did like that Nick was kind of confronting Ben with, like, when he assaulted Charlie last season, and kind of laying out there, like, this is why I hate you, because you're horrible. And maybe Ben is bi. Maybe he is. You know, maybe it was wrong of me to just assume he is gay. Because I guess that's the point of the show, isn't it, really? So maybe there is some genuine care there for Imogen, if they've been friends for that long. However, based on everything we've known about Ben to this point, I don't think that's the case. So we'll see, but we'll have, you know, it's tough being a teenager, but unfortunately Ben is a really, really shitty teenager. So yeah, we'll see what happens with all that, and if Imogen kind of maybe sees she can do better than Ben, if nothing else. Even if Ben is bi, Imogen can do a lot better than Ben. That's for goddamn bloody sure. But yeah, so that's kind of a strained relationship. I think a big theme of this episode was, like, people maybe having some distance between them. You know, Nick and Charlie aren't able to see each other as much. There's potential that Elle's going to move away to sixth form to go to this art school, so her and Tao aren't going to be together anymore. And I guess some emotional distance between Charlie and his parents. Imogen and Nick maybe having a bit of a falling out at the start there. The introduction of Nick's brother, David, the arsehole, and all of that kind of kicking off. I remembered David didn't have a very good reaction to Nick when he found out about him and Charlie. I did remember that from reading the comic, but my God, when he was like, you know, turn my brother gay, just the worst, just the worst. At least Nick's mum was trying to berate him a bit and trying to go, what the bloody hell are you talking about, you knob? Not to those exact words, obviously. But they've perfectly cast David. My God, he's aggravating. Like, a really good performance from the actor playing David. You know, the right balance of initially being like, okay, he's being nice to Charlie, and then he'll just, like, cutthroat, like, oh, you turned my brother gay. I don't know where that's heading long term with David. Is he always just going to be adamant about that very bad viewpoint of Nick's relationship, Nick's sexuality? We'll have to wait and see. But, you know, he's clearly not a very nice person. Even before that big scene, you know, Nick was kind of saying to Charlie, like, my brother's back, he's a dick, I don't like him. So, you know, I don't think there's much love lost between them anyway, over the years. And even David mentioning, like, how's Dad going to respond to this then? You know, trying to make him worried and picking apart at him. So, not an ideal time for David to come home from uni and be an absolute arse. So that's going to cause a lot of family tension, I imagine, going forward. It was great at least to see Olivia Colman pop up in this one. I'm hoping we see a lot more of her this season overall, because, you know, she was one of my favourite things about season 1. She was fantastic in that. So I'm hoping we get to see a bit more of her. I obviously know she's a very in-demand and busy actress, so just getting her back for season 2 in itself, even, you know, briefly, is a big accomplishment. So hopefully we do get more of her. And that's something I have enjoyed about season 2 as well, is that we're seeing a lot more of the parents. I don't think we met Elle's mum in the last season. I don't think we met Elle's parents at all. So to see Elle's mum briefly was cool. Hopefully we'll get a bit more of that. And obviously we've seen Olivia Colman again. We've definitely seen more of Charlie's parents this season as well. Tao and his mum. I think that's probably my favourite scene in the episode, was Tao and his mum near the end there. So I like to see more of her as well. So all of that was really cool. And I do like, you know, just as Elle's trying to put maybe some distance between them, trying to move on and kind of get over Tao, Tao is now kind of leaning more towards her and kind of realising how he feels and actually wanting to do something about that, thanks to his mum's encouragement. So, you know, that's just continuing the will they won't they thing there. Because, you know, if Elle does have a future at this art school and would move away, you know, would it be the right time to kind of pursue a relationship with Tao anyway? But now Tao's kind of in a place where he wants to pursue that, so it's going to be a hot mess, however that all kind of pans out, and I'm very excited to see where that goes. So should be interesting with that. And that scene with Tao and his mum, and she was kind of encouraging him to kind of go for it with Elle, saying how he reminds her of her and his dad when she was younger. I don't think we knew what happened to Tao's dad. We obviously didn't see him in season 1, but obviously now we know he passed away. I don't know, maybe they broke up and he moved away, or he ran away, or anything. But he did pass away, it seems. And that was a lovely little scene. I'm glad we saw more of Tao's mum. It was actually quite a little emotional moment. You nearly got some tears from me there. Tao's mum. I wish I knew her name. I need to kind of look that up and maybe write it down. But yeah, that's such a lovely scene. And then Tao at the end being like, fully accepting his feelings, and now what the hell do we do with that information? Yeah, there's going to be a lot of romantic problems and drama there, I'm sure. So really kind of, episode 2, they've probably really ramped up the drama behind all of this, so I am excited to see where it all goes. And it's like your classic kind of teenager crisis as well. There is a bit of romance in there. It's GCSEs, it's, are we all going to be able to stay in touch when we all go our separate ways next year for sixth form, etc., etc. Then on top of that, we have characters like David coming in, causing an absolute nuisance. So yeah, lots of intriguing developments there. All the while, Nick and Charlie desperately trying to keep that connection going and trying to see each other whenever they can. I did like Charlie just pretending to give Nick a pen in the exam so he could see him, however briefly. So, I like that they're still showing that willingness and how far Nick and Charlie are willing to go to kind of spend time together and be together, despite everything that in 2 episodes is already being thrown at them. And, a few kind of worrying things with Charlie as well, when he said at Nick's, like, I'll eat when I get home. Then when he got home, he said, I'll eat at Nick's. I've eaten at Nick's already. So, there's a lot of pressure mounting for everyone. And it's intriguing to see how that's affecting all the characters in different ways. But on the more positive note, it was nice to meet Sahar, and I'm sure we'll see a bit more of her as they continue playing the prom. And hopefully, Tara and Darcy haven't had a lot to do in these first 2 episodes, so I'm hoping maybe that's going to be like a big reason for them to get more screen time. But yeah, I would like to see them get more of a presence in future as well. And then Felix and Naomi were Elle's friends that she met at the art school place, and instantly kind of had that bond with. And I like that. I think it's a testament to Elle's, not just like a character in this, but like characters in who she is as a person. That she seems to make friends really easily. I think she was very nervous about that all the time. When she went to the new school in season 1, she was very nervous about making new friends. But her and Tara and Darcy, it was just like that. And then I think she was kind of nervous when she went to this open day thing, and then instantly befriended Naomi and Felix. So I like that kind of showing, I think, how easy Elle is to get along with, and the fact that she might have another group of friends over there to kind of connect to. It's there for, I think, the drama of like maybe it's going to be easier for her to distance herself from Tao and get over him if she just leans into this friendship group a bit more, and that might cause drama in the other friendship group if she's not around as much. But also it's nice that if she does go to this art school, she does have a solid foundation, a group of friends there, right from the off to feel comfortable around. So yeah, they seemed cool. I don't know how much more of them we're going to see. But I did like, it really instantly felt like, oh, Elle's kind of found her people. Someone who actively want to do with their lives what Elle wants to do, and like get into this art school for sixth form and go from there. So I really like that kind of connection that she formed with those guys instantly. And yeah, fingers crossed we do see more of that in the future. And is there going to be a balance there for because I don't want Elle to not be able to go to this art school, but I also want her and Tao to get together. So are they going to be able to find the balance there? We'll have to kind of wait and see, I suppose. So yeah, everything's happening. Everything everywhere all at once is essentially what's going on here. Because there's all sorts of drama in all these different directions, and a few new characters being introduced slowly but surely, and obviously their attitudes range from regards to people like Nick and his sexuality and stuff. Because fuck David, fuck Ben, fuck Harry. There's 3 of them now. 3 people I hate entirely. So yeah, we'll see how it all plays out with these strained relationships and these kind of revelations, and can some couples still make it work? Who can say? There's 6 episodes for things to get even worse, and I'm sure they will. But yeah, I'm really enjoying the kind of pacing of everything kind of unfolding. We introduced a few new characters in episode 1 and a couple of new characters in this episode, and still laying a bit more of the groundwork, and I'm excited to see where it all goes. But I'm really liking, the slow burn with the plot lines. I'm really liking focusing on some of the parents and seeing a lot more of them this season, and I'm really liking how mature this season is feeling. Not just story-wise, but presentation-wise. We barely got any kind of little leave graphics and stuff like that in this episode. So shit's getting real, essentially, and I really like how they're kind of showing that while staying true to, that Heartstopper kind of presentation of it with the music and stuff. So yeah, very excited to see where all this is going to be taken in future. I think I'm going to take a break now and actually edit these 2 episodes and get those up for you guys, and then I'm just going to binge the rest of the season today. Fingers crossed. We'll see if I have time. But yeah, that's going to be everything for now. I hope you enjoyed the reaction, and until next time, thanks for watching.